Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I would like to welcome all of you, our esteemed guests, donors, volunteers, and YMCA staff, along with my fellow board of directors, to welcome you to our 141st annual celebration. That is worthy of applause. And I hope you, like I, are in awe of this setting. Tonight we're dining under the wings of Endeavor. It's not only a symbol of achievement and human innovation and the power of teamwork, but just as Endeavor soared through the heavens, and we'll talk more about her in a little bit, propelled by the collective efforts of countless individuals through the years, our YMCA also has taken flight and risen to great heights over the past several years. 141 years, to be exact. So together, we've embarked on an incredible journey touching countless lives, fostering a spirit of unity, resilience, and compassion to our community. So tonight's a celebration of the YMCA's remarkable legacy and a tribute to each of you who have played a vital role in shaping our story. Your unwavering commitment, generosity, and passion have made it possible for the YMCA to continue profoundly impacting the lives of men, women, and children in LA County. So tonight, as we reflect upon our accomplishments and look ahead to the future, let us remember that our strength lies in our collective effort, our shared values, our collective dedication to empowering individuals, families, and children to help our communities grow and thrive. Before proceeding with our celebration, I'd like us to join together in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. And to that end, I am honored to invite Luis Garcia Maldonado, his wife, Maria Sandoval, and their 3 children, Denise Mexicano, Christopher Mexicano, and Anthony Garcia from the Southeast Rio Vista Y to lead us in this cherished tradition. This inspiring family actively participates in a wide range of activities at their local Y, including Mom and Dad group exercise, gym equipment sessions, Model United Nations, youth sports, karate, day camp, sleepaway camp. Their dedication is obvious. Please welcome Luis, Maria, Denise, Christopher, and Anthony.
Put your right hand over your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
But wait, there's more. We have another inspiring young man with us tonight to deliver our inspiration for the evening. And it's with immense pride that I introduce to you Nicholas Johnson from the Gardena Carson Y. Nicholas has a fan club over there. I present to you the 76th Youth Governor of this California YMCA Youth and Government Program, representing the powerful voice of our youth and our future communities. He's finishing his junior year at Dr. Richard A. Vladevic Harbor Teacher Preparatory Academy. That's a mouthful. He's been active and a committed member of the YMCA family since he was just 3 years old. His dedication and passion for the Y have been unwavering, and he's grown into a remarkable leader with a strong sense of purpose. And as youth governor, Nicholas is a tireless advocate for mental health awareness, education reform, and he's using his platform to create positive change and improve the lives of his peers. Would you please join me in welcoming our 76th Youth Governor for California, Nicholas Johnson.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Nicholas Johnson. I'm from the Gardena Carson Family YMCA, and I'm currently serving as the 76th Youth Governor of California. I am honored to be able to speak to you all about everyone's favorite nonprofit organization, the YMCA. First, thank you for the applause. First, I would like to extend a huge thank you to Jennifer Carter and the Gardena Carson Family YMCA, as well as the YMCA of Metropolitan Los Angeles for giving me the opportunity to inspire you all this evening. But I want to give an even bigger thank you to my mom, because without her, I would not be standing on this stage today. Lastly, I'd like to give the biggest thank you to my little sister, who despite not wanting to come, came anyway. Alyssa, I hope the food makes up for it. If not, we can get ice cream. We'll see. But 14 years ago, there was a 3-year-old who did not quite fit in with the rest. One random day in preschool, when everyone went out to recess, he decided to stay inside instead in order to sweep the classroom, which is a little odd, I admit, but it gets even more peculiar. Because somehow he was able to convince 10 other 3-year-olds to come in from the jungle gym and join him in sweeping the classroom. Now, I will say it was a little less of sweeping and more moving dirt from one area of the room to another, but I think we can all agree at that age, it is the thought that counts. That 3-year-old happens to have been me. It was around that same time I became a member of my local YMCA. The YMCA instantly became one of the most integral parts of my life, and I learned how to swim, play basketball, dance, and so much more through the YMCA that it felt like I learned more there than I did in school. But one of the biggest things that the YMCA has been able to teach me is how to lead. My entire life, I've always had this unspoken desire to lead. I volunteered for virtually every leadership opportunity I could possibly handle, but there was one problem. These leadership opportunities were very limited in both size and scope. I knew that I had some raw talents, but I never had the chance to truly cultivate those abilities. However, that all changed when I joined the Youth in Government program 2 years ago. I learned how to speak in front of large numbers of people, how to successfully run a political campaign, and how to build relationships with those around me. But most importantly, I learned that in order to be successful, I needed to be organized, self-disciplined, empathetic towards others, and I needed to be able to muster up the motivation and develop the grit to do all the little things necessary to win, even when I didn't feel like doing them. In the coming months, I will attend the National Youth Governors Conference with 48 other governors from 48 other states, and the Conference on National Affairs, which takes hundreds of students from across our country to debate on national issues. And from those conferences, I hope to continue to build on everything I've been able to accomplish personally and professionally as a Youth in Government delegate and as an advocate for mental health and youth across the state. I was originally going to end with a Muhammad Ali quote where he talks about how the word impossible is not a fact, but an opinion. But I realized I didn't need to for 2 simple reasons. A, you're not a room full of cynical 16-year-olds, and B, because by virtue of your lifelong YMCA involvement and commitment, you already know that the word impossible is non-existent. You are here tonight as the most passionate, committed, and tireless volunteers in the entire LA YMCA, so instead of an inspirational quote, I'd like to simply and humbly say, thank you. 141 years ago, a few honest-hearted volunteers formed the YMCA of Metropolitan Los Angeles. And at some point in your lives, you were helped, mentored, or befriended by one of those very volunteers. Whatever your story is, However you came into contact with the Y, I guarantee you that that volunteer that helped you and that subsequent Y experience completely changed your life. You were never quite the same. But most importantly, you felt compelled to pay forward the same kindness and generosity that you were shown to someone like me. Your volunteer efforts have taught me that the YMCA is not only about creating change in our communities, but about creating change in ourselves. You showed me what respect, responsibility, and honesty look like in action. You taught me what it means to be fearless in the face of struggle, and I am standing on this stage today as a youth governor because volunteers like my advisors have pushed me to maximize my potential and to strive for greatness. You engage yourself in selfless work because you recognize the cumulative impacts of your positive values and kind acts will ultimately contribute to building stronger communities with happier and healthier people. The kind of people that are essential to creating a better world, not just for ourselves, but for everyone around us. I would like to extend my deepest appreciation to each and every one of you for your unwavering commitment to the YMCA's noble mission. And as a youth governor, I am humbled and privileged to carry forward the illustrious legacy of the YMCA, ensuring that future generations can continue to receive transformative life experiences such as mine. I don't know what the future holds for any of us, but I do know one thing. As long as we continue to come together as a community and as the YMCA family, we can truly dream big and make possible happen. Thank you.
Yeah, give it up for Nicholas. Wow. Wow. Nicholas, I can say on behalf of everybody here that we couldn't be more delighted to have you represent California at that national conference. No, you're going to do a great job. That was so inspiring. And Nicholas, about that word impossible, stare at it just a little bit longer, and the word itself gives it away. I'm possible. Think about it. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Tonight's celebration is made possible in part through some generous gifts from our dinner sponsors. The first from Reyes Coca-Cola Bottling. Their contribution's been invaluable in helping the Y continue to enrich lives of countless individuals and families across our communities. We're grateful for their partnership and commitment to our mission. Would you please join me in helping thank Reyes Coca-Cola Bottling for their support? And I would like to recognize another exceptional sponsor, Gaspar Insurance Services, represented by CEO Tim Gaspar, who also is a fellow director on the board, the Metro board with me. It's Tim's passion for our cause and his company's support that makes our YMCA possible, and with these two sponsors, we can reach new heights to touch the lives of countless individuals who rely on the Y for support, guidance, and growth opportunities. Would you please also join me in expressing our thanks to Gaspar Insurance Services? Okay, now I know you want to eat. So we're going to take a dinner break, but before we do that, there's one more VIP in the room. In fact, it's not an elephant in the room, but it's a shuttle in the room that I hope you're as inspired by as I want you to take a look at her because she is not a model. She is a retired workhorse. She was the 5th shuttle in the NASA space program. Construction on her began in 1982, and her first mission was in 1992. She only retired from service in 2012, which means she had 19 years of service. She flew 25 missions. She weighs 172,000 pounds, achieved a maximum speed of 17,400 miles per hour. She logged 7,179 hours of flight time, which is 300 days. And get this, 122,883,151 miles traversed. That's 4,671 orbits around planet Earth. Remarkable. I say this because in the last year we've seen 3 commercial space launches. She was the predecessor of all of them. So enjoy your dinner and enjoy Endeavor. Thank you. I hope you are enjoying your dinner, and I want to encourage you to continue eating. If you have not yet finished, that's fine. And I know probably nobody's been able to touch dessert yet, but we would like to get the program started again. So as you are, but I need it just a little quieter. A little more quiet. Thank you very much. I also, this is exciting, want to recognize City Council member John Lee, who is here in the house somewhere beyond this line. Thank you very much for being here. So, as probably all of you in this room know, the YMCA began as a volunteer organization. And tonight we have a lot of incredible volunteers, and we're going to recognize as many as we can. To all of you volunteers, it's really your passion that's at the heart of the YMCA's mission. You provide selfless service and are able to make lasting impact in our communities because you are the arms and legs of our organization out in these 26 different communities that we serve. Despite facing some really unprecedented challenges these past few years, I don't need to remind you that COVID kind of shut us down temporarily. And yet it's really the creativity and the dedication of the staff and volunteers of the LAY that had us reopen in a matter of days. And we repurposed all of our facilities. We couldn't have gyms and swimming lessons any longer. So what did we do? We made them into vaccination clinics, blood drive centers, learning pods, distance learning areas, Wi-Fi hotspots in our parking lots. Our locker rooms became showers for the homeless, part of Mayor Garcetti's hygiene initiative. And we did food distribution en masse. Millions upon millions of pounds of food were distributed through grab-and-go programs, food delivery for seniors and homebound folks that felt insecure going out to grocery stores. We went out to them and brought them food. And people thought we were a swim and gym. And we did all that in a matter of weeks. It's really amazing, and it's a testament to you as volunteers that we were able to do as much as we did during those years. One of the significant milestones this year is the launch of our capital campaign to renovate the Downey YMCA. This ambitious project will transform that facility into a state-of-the-art center for community health and wellness, offering expanded programs and services to meet the diverse needs of families in the Downey area. And thanks to the generosity of our donors, we're making this vision a reality. Another monumental achievement is the public launch of Phase 1 of the Camp Whittle Capital Campaign. We intend to raise $15 million, and we're well on our way. We've already raised over $10 million. We're hoping to get to 15 before the end of this year. Yes, that is worthy of applause. You know, so many of us are here because we had a transformative Camp Whittle experience. If you went to Camp Whittle, would you raise your hand? Look around this room. Look how that camp has impacted just those of us here. Thank you. It offers a unique opportunity to develop essential life skills, create lifelong friendships, build cherished memories. We stepped outside of our comfort zones, challenged ourselves to grow, and for many of us, we learned the value of cooperation and empathy while at camp. So this Camp Whittle campaign is part of a larger Camp Whittle master plan that will enable us to provide an unparalleled outdoor experience for children and teens featuring upgraded facilities, expanded programming, increased accessibility for all. The improvement to Camp Whittle will create unforgettable memories for the youth for generations to come. It's going to help support our extended mission. I'd like to give our thanks to all of you donors who are participating in our Camp Whittle campaign. Thank you. I am also proud to report that the majority of our branches have also reopened with their normal business hours. We're excited to announce the upcoming openings of the Weingart East LA and the Hollywood Y. Weingart East LA is opening in 2 days, and we can't wait. May 12th it's remodeled. It includes a new community development center, which will serve as a hub for education, job training, and family support programs. And this center will truly be a beacon of opportunity for the residents of East LA. The Hollywood Y is opening this summer, and it's undergone extensive renovations. Its state-of-the-art facilities and modern amenities will provide a welcoming, nurturing environment for families and individuals of all ages. And the new Hollywood Y will be a cornerstone of the community, fostering personal growth, health, and well-being. As I said previously, the pandemic brought unprecedented challenges to our communities. It also highlighted the resilience and adaptability of the LAY. We didn't just adapt, we expanded programs to better serve the needs of our communities. We recognized that communities needed additional support in food insecurity, immigration assistance, and also in education. And by organizing food drives, providing immigration resources, and establishing these education hubs, learning pods that I mentioned, we stepped up to address these needs heads on while making a real difference in the lives of those we serve. Our commitment to these crucial programs doesn't end with the pandemic, though. We firmly believe that in the lasting impact they're going to have on our communities, and that's why we've decided to make them a permanent part of our organization. To ensure their continued success and growth, we've created a social impact department. The Social Impact Department will work tirelessly to support and expand these programs, ensuring that we remain responsive to the needs of communities now and in the future. With your continued support, we'll forge ahead, making a lasting impact on individuals and families across Los Angeles for generations. Together, we're not just responding to a crisis like we were then, but we're building a stronger and more resilient community through the years to come. I'm immensely proud of the legacy that you have helped create over this past year, and we remain ever grateful to you for your ongoing dedication to supporting our communities. With these milestones, we're poised to make an even greater impact in the years to come. So thank you for your continued support. So every day, the LAY gets closer to our promise of making communities home to the healthiest children, teens, and families. We want to thank everyone in this room for your part in that process. So let's start with the volunteer leaders at each of our Ys. We have so many extraordinary board leaders who provide inspirational guidance and enthusiastic support. With the chairs of each board of managers and branch executive directors, please stand up so that we may recognize you. Thank you. Love to see you recognizing each other. You are doing the work. We're honored to be surrounded by many individuals tonight who have contributed significantly to our cause. We celebrate and extend our heartfelt gratitude to all donors and the more than 500 dedicated volunteers present tonight. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for your invaluable commitment to the YMCA. I also want to recognize our President's Club members with us here this evening. The President's Club honors those individuals who have shown a long-term commitment to the Y by directly contributing to the endowment fund or by including the Y in their estate planning. Would the President's Club members with us tonight please stand to be recognized? Thank you, President's Club. And there's one more vital group that we would like to recognize. Looking around, you'll notice that some people have been pinned with a red rose, and that rose is given to everyone in the George Williams Society. That society, named after the Y's founder, honors individuals, families, and corporations and foundations who have given cumulatively $100,000 or more to the LAY. What we are able to achieve is only possible because of incredible generosity of donors like you. Will all the George Williams Society members please stand to be recognized? Thank you. So within the George Williams Society, it recognizes donors at 4 levels, using the YMCA triangle symbol representing the perfect balance of spirit, mind, and body. The highest honor is reserved for members of the gold triangle level, and we have 2 families represented in that circle this evening, and they are the Crowell family and the Katz family. Thank you. So it's now my honor to introduce somebody who's been a guiding light for the LAY and a personal friend and mentor to me. Christina Rose is an amazing individual. She serves not only as a distinguished director of the Metro Board, she's also a past board chair, and she's inspired so many, starting with yours truly. She is president and CEO of Rose Policy Solutions, and Christina harnesses her expertise to provide clients with strategic counsel, issues management, reputation management across various public policy and crisis management projects. She successfully navigated countless challenges, and her insights have proven invaluable to our organization. Christina will be sharing stories that underscore the impact and importance of the Board of Directors' role in the YMCA. Would you please join me in welcoming my friend, Christina Rose.
Hello, everybody. Wonderful to see you all here tonight. I made Andrew promise that he would help me up the stairs, and I will never be doing the Ketchum stair climb in high heels. And I recommend to all of you that you should always have a handrail or Andrew standing nearby if you need to do that. So, big mistake on my part. But thank you, Andrew, for the introduction. And I just want to say that on behalf of everyone here tonight, I would like to thank you, Andrew, our dear friend and our esteemed colleague, for yet again serving as our gracious, warm, and inspiring host. I have to say that your love for the Y and your dedication to the mission is evident in every project you undertake, every conversation you have, every decision that you make, and certainly in every turn that you have at the microphone. So thank you. Everyone, please join me in expressing our gratitude to Andrew, the host with the most. Andrew mentioned that I'm here to share insights and stories highlighting the impact and importance of the board's roles in the leadership of the Y. And that's kind of true, except that I'm not here to talk about the board in general. I'm here to talk specifically about Andrew's impact and the importance of our outgoing chair as of September. Hard to imagine, 3 years. I was honored to serve as the 25th board chair for the Metropolitan LAY. And so I sincerely appreciate what role the board chair has to play in shaping our beloved organization. The board chair serves as a guiding light, ensuring that our vision remains focused and that decisions are grounded in our shared values and in our unwavering commitment to strengthening our community. With that commitment as our North Star, the chair works closely with the CEO and fellow board members to set goals, develop strategies, and provide oversight. So recently, in describing Andrew's leadership qualities, along with dignity and wisdom and humor and kindness, I found myself using, perhaps for the first time ever, in describing a leader, I found myself using the word humility. I'd of course heard that word applied to leaders before, and I think, frankly, I found it a bit puzzling. So I had to really stop and think about why that word popped into my head in describing the way that Andrew leads, with humility. And what exactly did I mean by that? Again, I had to ask myself, and here's what I realized. Andrew leads with selflessness. Every decision he makes, every sentence that comes out of his mouth, and I believe every thought in his head as chairman of the board, is about what's best for the why, what raises up his colleagues, and what transforms the community. So I finally got it. That's how I would describe what it means to lead with humility. So then, curious how others might define it, what do you do? But you go and you Google it, right? So I did that. And I just loved this description because it so perfectly seemed to capture the essence of Andrew. The qualities of a person who's able to lead with humility are patience, gentleness, unselfishness, happiness. And there you go. That's Andrew. And I'll just bet that his father, and before him, Andrew's grandfather, shared those same qualities. The Kroll family's legacy with the Y of metropolitan LA spans generations. Andrew's late grandfather, Warren Kroll, founded his stock and bond investment firm in 1932 on Spring Street in the heart of Los Angeles. As fate would have it, his first office was located near the LA. His first office was near the LA Stock Exchange, and that was just a stone's throw from the Metro Y's offices. While the precise details may be lost to time, one can imagine a young Warren Kroll, brimming with ambition, introducing himself as a local financial advisor to the neighboring businesses. In this manner, he first crossed the threshold of the Metro Y, and he joined the board of directors in the early 1940s and served continuously until his passing over 50 years later. Upon Warren's departure, the torch was passed to his son, Don Kroll, who carried on the family tradition and served on the board with distinction for nearly 20 years. And then 6 months, approximately, after Don's passing, the Kroll Y story continued when Andrew received a phone call from the then CEO of the Y, Larry Rosen. Larry, with his usual charm and humor, presented Andrew with a choice. He could have his father, Don's director's chair, bearing the Kroll name, shipped to him at his home, or he could meet with Larry. And they would have a cup of coffee and discuss the vital work the Y was doing in Los Angeles. So Andrew, compelled by this rather peculiar approach, agreed to meet with Larry, and soon thereafter he joined the board of directors. So that was in 2009. Andrew became the 27th chair of the Metro Board, in 2020. And he's consistently demonstrated an exceptional ability to inspire, innovate, and collaborate, impacting the lives of countless individuals in our community as we faced a number of crises, but I have to say unforeseen challenges, and many of them obviously were the result of the COVID-19 pandemic, as Andrew has talked about. Andrew leaves a tremendous legacy, but I just want to give you a couple of examples, one of which was mentioned by Andrew earlier. You all know just how important the camp experience is to literally changing the trajectory of a kid's life. And if you haven't been to camp yourself, you've heard enough about it or could even imagine it. There's hiking, swimming, horseback riding, archery, environmental science, journalism, arts and crafts, storytelling, group challenges, individual challenges, so many opportunities for discovery and enrichment. But as you also know, our beloved Camp Whittle is in need of serious capital investment and renovations to keep the magic alive. As Andrew talked about, yes, there has been a terrific campaign raising money, but it was under Andrew's leadership. And our capital campaign has made incredible progress. Not only did Andrew lead, encourage, and inspire our Metro Board to make this campaign an association-wide priority, but thanks to his own personal gift and commitment, he has helped reach the goal of 100% board participation. And now, as Andrew said, having raised over $10 million toward the campaign, we're moving forward publicly and with only $5 million left to raise to bring the much needed renovations that will ensure the future of Camp Whittle for generations to come. A second quick example. Andrew led the effort, complicated, time-consuming, months-long process to select a new CEO for the Metropolitan LAY. His vision for a broader and more inclusive community resulted in the historic appointment of our new president and CEO, whom you'll be hearing from in a little bit, Victor Dominguez. This milestone in our WISE journey is just one expression of Andrew's commitment to a more equitable future. So with that, let's take a moment to celebrate Andrew's kind spirit and legacy as the board chair with a video tribute highlighting his remarkable journey and leadership within our beloved Y.
For over 140 years, the YMCA of Metropolitan Los Angeles has stood as a pillar of support and opportunity in the community. While our cause to strengthen community has remained steadfast, the lifeblood of the organization has always been our dedicated volunteer leaders. In 2020, amidst a time of unprecedented uncertainty and fear, Andrew Crow stepped up to serve as the 27th board chair of the YMCA of Metropolitan Los Angeles. He brought a passionate commitment to the Y's mission when it was needed most. This is his inspiring story.
When Andrew became board chair, the LAY, we had tremendous momentum, tremendous success.
All of a sudden, overnight, we didn't have any branches that could open, operate. We really didn't have the YMCA as we previously thought of the YMCA.
As things rolled out, we were all uncertain as to how long this was going to last, what the implications were going to be, what the impact was going to be for the Y.
I think everyone everywhere felt a little unsure. Your footing wasn't sound, but the Y leadership, Andrew, made us all feel very comfortable and that we were heading in the right direction, and we had a direction when everything else felt like there was no direction. We jumped on the ship and followed Andrew and staff and got things done.
We kept all of the wonderful things about the Y, but we added so many new programs that are going to have dramatically changed people's lives, and new programs that we're going to continue with, I think, because we've become so important to the community in so many unexpected ways.
So Andrew really took the reins and ran with the leadership of the organization and did a job that we'll all look at for years and say, you know what, that was a tough time, and we had a tough guy in place to be able to lead us through.
I'm not sure it could have ever been so difficult, yet handled like it was a normal course of business. Things just moved along and got done, and that's what he did so well in keeping the board together and keeping everybody looking forward to getting the job done for the city of LA.
So I think it was a wonderful time for the board in an odd way, because we saw the deep caring and what the Y is capable of doing.
Some of the programs and services that the YMCA of Metropolitan Los Angeles has offered over the past year so we could keep our communities together. I hope you too will be inspired and proud to be part of such a compassionate organization. You're going to see that we offered food distribution, child care, senior services, shower programs, blood drives, and so many other programs because that's what the community needed. And you thought we were gyms and swimming pools.
Oh, you mean that COVID thing? Or was it replacing a superb CEO with another superb CEO? Otherwise, he didn't do much. You know, he really kind of glided through, but he pulled together some of the most important events in our history and did so in an unbelievably powerful, calm, and impressive way, and got things done.
The new CEO in Victor Dominguez, and that, of course, was a significant process that Andrew led and did a beautiful job.
We like to talk about equity and inclusion and diversity at the Los Angeles Y. Andrew truly put that front and center in a lot of what we did as an organization. And I'm here today very proud but very thankful to Andrew and to our board of directors for selecting me as their CEO.
There were two things about Andrew that I love. I mean, they're like out of nowhere. One is that he is an electronic dance music fan, and you didn't know, and he and his son go to electronic dance music concerts and listen, you know, on their own. So that's one thing. And the other is that he memorizes and recites cowboy poetry. So at the retreat last year, we had this wonderful moment where Andrew stood up and started reciting, and it was just a complete surprise. It was really fun. And one of the marvelous things about Andrew, I would say, is that there is this underlying naturalness and humor and just, you know, basic fun about him.
As we look back on Andrew's time as board chair, his lasting legacy at the YMCA of Metropolitan Los Angeles is clear. His leadership has left an indelible mark on the organization, and his passion for the Y's mission will continue to inspire us all.
Andrew, we have a shared passion for the Y that our fathers embedded in our souls. And to watch you show that passion every single day in your leadership has been unbelievable. It's been a pleasure to work with you, and I know that your dad is very proud.
You are a great example of what makes the Y not only a great place for our community, but a great place for our board members to come together and help Los Angeles. Thank you.
So Andrew, I just want to say that you are a fabulous leader, and I have really loved serving on the board during your stewardship. And the wonderful qualities that you bring as a leader of decency and dignity and humility and caring and thoughtful analysis and fun and a fabulous sense of humor those qualities make you a great leader. They also make you an absolutely wonderful human being, a jewel of a person.
True leadership is somebody who does it without trying to be seen as doing it, who just does it because it comes from their heart, and that was you every step of the way. So thank you for your leadership. Thank you for taking on a very difficult role at a difficult time in American history. And thank you for being the man that you are. God bless.
Your chairmanship will forever be remembered. You have changed the Y in so many ways. You've changed the Y for good. I thank you, Andrew, from the bottom of my heart.
Don't you just love him to bits? So, Andrew, you have led the Metropolitan Los Angeles YMCA with such extraordinary dedication, vision, and heart over the last 3 years. And it is with immense gratitude that we honor your contribution tonight and present you with this token of our affection and appreciation for your distinguished service as our 27th Metro Y Board Chair.
Thank you.
Sorry, he has to help me down the stairs first.
So any of you, excuse me, who know me, know that I'm basically never at a loss for words, but after that I really am. I am humbled. I was just the front man. It takes a village, and you all are part of that village. To the staff and leadership team of the YMCA, I was there to cheer you on. I was there to represent the board, but to just have you keep doing the amazing pivoting work that you did in repurposing all our facilities and serving the needs of the community. To my fellow directors, you're an incredible group of human beings. You are so busy, you are so accomplished, you do so much for the community already, and yet you show up to everything Y. It says volumes about you. And again, I was just your front man. You all, I was privileged and am to serve alongside you. And in my family, and I'm thrilled, I've got several of them here, my son Thomas, my nephew Christopher, and my brother Don. Thank you. You know, this is a family affair. I couldn't do what I do without the support of my family, and I'm just grateful to all of you for being here and for your support. Yeah, it's hard to believe that Warren Kroll joined the board in 1940, and here we're coming up on, pretty soon it's gonna be 2030, and we're gonna say, wow, maybe I can make it to 100 years here. That would be kind of fun. So anyways, to all the other donors, volunteers here, thank you. I'm just one of you as well. Yep, I stepped in the chair at a very unique time in human history, 2020. But the last 3 years have been amazing. So thank you for this great honor. So now, I'm gonna shift gears, and I wanna introduce an amazing man, my friend, the 28th incoming board chair, an exceptional leader who's gonna carry out this vital mission with dedication and passion. Wendy Gruhl has consistently demonstrated her commitment to public service, beginning with her work under Mayor Tom Bradley, where she played a crucial role in creating LA's Best and establishing Los Angeles' first child care center. In addition, she has held various esteemed positions, including serving President Clinton's administration as Southern California Regional Director at the Department of Housing and Urban Development, and later as a Los Angeles City Council member and City Controller. In addition to her remarkable professional achievements, Wendy has been actively involved and supportive member of our beloved YMCA Metro Board, where she serves as vice chair. Wendy, we are so grateful to you for your leadership, your heart, and your unwavering support of the Y. And I'm really glad that I get to, at some point down the road, pass the baton to you. Would you please join me in welcoming a celebratory welcome for Wendy Gruhl. Wendy, we look forward to your guidance and leadership. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew. I just want to remind everyone, he is still here till September, okay, because he's not going anywhere in addition. But thank you so much, Andrew. And what a wonderful tribute video that was. And a tribute by Christina, who is a hard act to follow as well. So I want to welcome you as we all are celebrating here 141 years of the YMCA. That's quite an accomplishment. And although we are like ecstatic about sitting here in front of Endeavor and how historic it is, the inspiration to me tonight and for all of us, I think, is Nicholas and the young people that we impact. And that as wonderful as this facility is and this place, it is all about the people. And that brings me back to Andrew, who we were able to honor tonight, and an opportunity to convey our deepest admiration and respect for the remarkable leadership of his board service and board chair. The tribute video we have just witnessed is a testament, and I believe that was your son on your lap. Was that correct? Okay, sorry, we're gonna embarrass you. That you were the little kid on the lap. So 3 of those 5 are here tonight on that, in that picture. But as a testament to your unwavering dedication and passion that you have brought to our organization over the last 3 years. He's remained steadfast and resolute over the past 3 years in the face of adversity, such as navigating the LAY through the tumultuous waters of the COVID pandemic and orchestrating the CEO transition. Andrew's calm demeanor, though that you know, in his steady hand, has been integral to and significant to the success of this board and to the success of the Y during this challenge. He took on those wonderful challenges and opportunities and made this Y what it is today because of his dedication and unrivaled commitment to our community and to the YMCA. As you listed, Christina, so many of those things that you talked about and his leadership, one is leading with a heart. And that, I think, also expresses what Andrew has done here at the YMCA. So he's not going anywhere. I will say he has a hard act to follow and big shoes to fill because he goes to every meeting, right, Todd? I mean, every meeting. He is at a committee meeting, he's at the board meeting, and so I hope you will not keep track of that for me going forward. But it has shown his commitment, and he is engaged and involved at every single level. And this Y would not be where it is today, and we will look back, as mentioned, historically as to what he was able to do during this time. Because those kids who had nowhere else to go had the YMCA, because Andrew led this organization during a time where we had the resources we need. Those families that needed food had a place to be able to go because Andrew Kroll led us through these last 3 years. And those individuals and homeless who had nowhere to take a shower, and the YMCA stepped up in a place and said, we are going to do this, is because Andrew said it's worth the risk and the opportunity to say, we care about those who are living on the street. And that passion is something that isn't really taught to you, it's who you are. And I think that's what the Kroll family has exemplified for the YMCA. And so I hope that you'll give us another round of applause for Andrew Kroll, our extraordinary chair. Sorry, it's hard to see you. I know you're right down there. And I will be brief because we have lots on the plate, and they said, tell a little bit about your Y history and why you are here. So I grew up in the San Fernando Valley, and I proudly say I'm a Valley girl. Yes. Okay. And it probably would have been considered North Valley, Mid Valley, but I was part of, I learned how to swim, I had ballet, I was part of the Indian Maidens, I was very active as a young person, but not after I was kind of like in elementary school. And lo and behold, I had a little boy who's now 20 almost, and he got involved in Model UN and Youth in Government. And I suddenly became aware of the impact that the YMCA had. I remember a parent coming to me at an event where I was picking up my son and said, "You have no idea what this program has meant to our family, to my child, and changed our lives." And I think you heard that today from Nicholas. That's what the Y does, is it changes lives. And so as we look to the future of this YMCA, as we look to the many people who are supportive, those of you that are leaders at your local Ys, and those are the directors, that the role that we play is much more than just going to a meeting. It's much more than just going to an event. It is about changing lives. And one of the most important parts of what makes this program work and what makes the Y that it is the staff of the YMCA. And we need to give a great round of applause to the staff of our YMCA. So as I look to the future and what we're going to do in this next year, I am so happy to be working with an extraordinary board and with all of you. We want your ideas, we want your challenges, we want you to question us. I'm an elected official, so I'm used to that, or formerly, I call myself a recovering politician. I'm used to people giving me a hard time. So we want to hear from you about how we can do better. But I think that the Y's doing a pretty good job, and I think it's serving the population that we feel are so gratefully need to have it here in Los Angeles. And so I'm excited about this new year. I'm excited about working with all of you, and I'm excited about our extraordinary leadership. And I was lucky enough to serve on the search committee and know that this is such a wonderful leader we have, and that we are going to, Victor, going to hold you to high standards. We're going to challenge you. But this is a wonderful opportunity, and you have demonstrated thus far extraordinary leadership. And so I want to say thank you, Andrew, to what you have done, what you're going to do, because you aren't going anywhere. I will count on you, as well as to all of you. Let's roll up our sleeves. Let's make sure and rededicate ourselves to help those young 3-year-olds like Nicholas remember that they have a future, that someone cares about them, and that when you're 3, when you're 17, when you're 40, when you're 50, I'm not going to say how old I am, but when you're past 50, you're still part of the YMCA. It is our family, and it is a family of YMCAs. Thank you so very much for having me tonight. And Andrew, come back to you. I'm going to try to take your remarks.
Wendy, thank you for your inspiring words and for accepting the responsibility of leading the Y. We look forward to serving under your leadership. It's my distinct honor at this time to introduce somebody I had the privilege of leading the committee to find. He's already up on his feet. He's proven to be the perfect fit for the role of president and CEO of the YMCA of Metropolitan Los Angeles. Victor Dominguez is both a visionary leader with an unwavering commitment to strengthening communities, promoting youth development, and fostering social change. But he's also a guy with big dreams and big visions. He's got a moonshot goal of every Angelino having a YMCA experience. Think how our community would be different if we could accomplish that. As our first Hispanic Latino person of color to serve as president and CEO, Victor's appointment is a testament to his exceptional qualifications and a significant milestone in our organization's history. And it obviously reaffirms our commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion, ensuring that our leadership reflects the rich tapestry that is LA County. As president and CEO, Victor has already demonstrated extraordinary adaptability, innovation, and inspiration. His passion for service, combined with his keen understanding of our community's diverse needs, has driven the LAY forward and already left a lasting impact on countless lives. Would you please join me in welcoming our CEO, Victor Dominguez.
All right. Who's winning in the Laker game? No? Okay, never mind. My speech is done. You know, I had a 15-minute speech prepared. Not going to do it. Give me 1 minute here, and I'm just going to simply do a couple things. One, Andrew, I love you. Thank you for the opportunity to lead. Thank you. Number two, Wendy, I look forward to working in partnership and achieving those high standards and bar together. Thank you, Wendy. And then to all of our volunteers here, tonight really is an evening about celebrating you, because you are the lifeblood of who we are as an organization, and without you, there is not a YMCA of Metropolitan Los Angeles. But when you really look at the local level, there isn't 27 operations and 3 camps. And must I say, and counting. So come join us as we continue to grow our organization moving forward. And lastly, to my team members, to my staff, to my colleagues, to my peers, please know, I said when I became CEO, my number one priority is you. We together will advance the mission of this organization, because with all of us together, we represent not just the number one investment in Los Angeles, but we represent the most impactful organization in all of Los Angeles County. And also stay tuned for a statewide strategy and how the Los Angeles Y will advance not just our service area, but other YMCAs in the state of California. So with that said, let's get on with the show and let's celebrate the legacy volunteers of our organization.
And Victor already tipped it off. We are now going to turn to our Golden Book Awards. To lead us in this important segment of our program, you're not going to have to deal with me any longer. I'd like to welcome my fellow Metro Board member, Vice Chair, and the Golden Book Committee Chair, Mr. John Power, to come to the stage. John, who is now retired from Melvin and Myers, is an esteemed leader within our organization and a Golden Book Award recipient himself, hence the white flower he is wearing tonight. His depth of knowledge, wisdom, and steadfast commitment to the YMCA is inspiring. John, too, is at every single meeting, Zoom or in person or otherwise. We're immensely grateful for your leadership, John. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome John Power.
Andrew's very tall. That's another of his qualities. Thank you, Andrew. I'd like to express my deep gratitude for your visionary leadership and passion for our cause. Your legacy will continue to inspire and guide us as we move forward. And I'm delighted to welcome Wendy, our incoming board chair. Your enthusiasm and commitment to promise a bright future for our organization. Wendy, welcome. Tonight we stand triumphant. The selfless efforts of countless volunteers and the unwavering support of our loyal donors have driven our mission forward for 141 years, uplifting and empowering children, families, and communities. We are honored to have 3 exceptional volunteers with us today who have demonstrated outstanding leadership and unwavering commitment to service and a deep devotion to the Y and its core values. It is with immense pride that we celebrate their incredible contributions by inscribing their names in the Golden Book of Distinguished Services, a tradition that dates back to 1934. And I was not on the board at that time, Andrew. The Golden Book bears the names of our most treasured volunteers, immortalized in their enduring impact. Today, we will add their names to the 369 remarkable and dedicated volunteers who have already been immortalized in the pages of the Golden Book, a testament to their enduring impact on our organization and the communities we serve. We are fortunate to have several former Golden Book Award recipients among us today. In a moment, I'm going to ask us to recognize them. I want to tell you that the script I was given listed former Golden Book honorees, and my direction was to ask each of them to stand in turn. Wendy Menchaca, who's the genius of these meetings, indicated to me that we might be running a little long, and we can't really do that. Here they are, and what I would do is I would ask all of our former honorees who are inscribed in the book to please stand and be recognized by this group. We are honored to have three exceptional volunteers with us today who have demonstrated outstanding leadership, an unwavering commitment to service, and a deep devotion to the Y and its core values. It is with immense pride that we celebrate their incredible contributions by inscribing their names in the Golden Book of Distinguished Service, which is right over there. A tradition that dates back to 1934. The Golden Book bears the names of our most treasured volunteers. I think maybe I got on the wrong page here. The Golden Book recognition is enshrined in a beautifully crafted printed document. A copy is presented to the honoree, another to the branch for prominent display, and a third is permanently bound in the revered Golden Book. Today we are privileged to add three more names in the prestigious book. As the proud chair of the Golden Book Committee, it has been my utmost pleasure to witness and honor our volunteers' extraordinary dedication and achievement. Today I'm honored to be part of this venerable tradition as we add more names to the Golden Book, further enriching our organization's legacy of service and commitment to our community. To lead the celebration and formally induct the next three Golden Bookers, please join me in welcoming Metro Board Member Todd Katz at the stage. Todd is a highly respected principal for Century Park Partners LLC and a distinguished Golden Book Award recipient himself, embodying the dedication and passion that make our organization exceptional. I turn it over to you, Todd.
I'm glad I followed your height and not Andrew's. Thank you, John. Andrew, I love the tidbits. Over 1 million miles flown on Endeavor. I think my car did about that many miles following Waze trying to get here tonight. Volunteerism is our lifeblood at the Y, transforming both our communities and the volunteers themselves. At the Y, volunteering fosters confidence, a sense of accomplishment, and community bonds. The prestigious Golden Book recognition celebrates this legacy. Tonight, we'll add 3 more deserving names to this cherished book. As I call each name, past Golden Book recipients will escort our inductees to the stage. Let's embrace this powerful moment of unity and appreciation. At this time, would Bill Torres, 2011 Golden Book honoree, from the Weingart East Los Angeles Y, please bring forward John Murillo. Thank you, sir. Photo op? Get in here, brother. Okay. Thank you. Hang on down to the last one. Oh, you're still going. Photo time. The Young Men's Christian Association of Metropolitan Los Angeles bestows its heartfelt admiration upon the extraordinary service and commitment of John Murillo. John Murillo is a rare servant leader whose unwavering dedication and passion have left an enduring mark on the lives he's touched. His inspirational, selfless journey with the Weingart East Los Angeles YMCA commenced in 2012 when he joined the Board of Managers. He has since consistently prioritized the YMCA's mission and dedicated considerable time and energy to its advancement. John's tenure with the Weingart East Los Angeles YMCA has been marked by an array of volunteer leadership roles, including 2 distinguished terms as board chair and vice chair, and his presence on a multitude of committees has woven a rich narrative of influence, leaving an indelible imprint on each endeavor he has undertaken. His wisdom and ingenuity have proven to be invaluable gifts to the Board and Financial Development Committee, Special Events Committee, Annual Campaign Committee, Financial Development Committee, Strategy Committee, and Executive Committee, illuminating the path forward for the Weingart East Los Angeles YMCA's continuing journey. One of John's crowning achievements is his triumphant leadership in the capital campaign to construct the new Community Development Center. This long-awaited resource provides families in East Los Angeles with easy access to a wide range of social services, including complete social-emotional learning services, immigrant integration services, preventative care, workforce development, financial literacy, home ownership guidance, computer literacy, parent resources, and entrepreneurial education. As a devoted ragger, John continuously strives to uplift those around him, fostering growth and self-improvement. His cherished quote, "Iayuni imas," are not words he merely utters, but a guiding principle he embodies, as evidenced by his service to other community organizations such as Gardena Memorial Hospital, Bilingual Foundation of the Arts, and the Los Angeles Ronald McDonald House Charity. John's family, including his wife Joanna, wholeheartedly supports him in all of his endeavors as he strives to make a profound impact on the lives of those in the Weingart East Los Angeles YMCA and the broader community. Therefore, with the utmost admiration for his extraordinary service to the Weingart East Los Angeles YMCA, the name of John Murillo, a true community champion, shall be forever inscribed in the Golden Book of Distinguished Service. Dana Perel Katz, I know her. 2000 Golden Book honoree from the Collins and Katz YMCA. Please bring forward Jeffrey Pion.
Closer to the Golden Book.
Perfect. You get to hold this. The Young Men's Christian Association of Metropolitan Los Angeles extends its heartfelt thanks and recognition for exceptional dedication and leadership to Jeffrey Stewart Payan. Jeff Payan's commitment to the Westside Family YMCA began over 35 years ago when he first volunteered as a camp counselor at Camp Whittle. Since then, there has not been a year in which Jeff has not yet passionately devoted himself to the YMCA of Metropolitan Los Angeles and its mission. Seeing the impact of the Y's value-based camping experience and the beauty of the Raggers program inspired Jeff to serve as a director of the Westside Family YMCA's Week at Camp Whittle for over a decade, to share the experience with his wife and then his 3 sons, and to fundraise for the program every single year. He himself took on the challenge of the White Rag in 1996, dedicating himself to a lifetime of service. Jeff's love of the Y grew when he joined Westside's board in the 90s and began to learn about all aspects of the Y's mission. At a pivotal moment in the Westside Y's history, Jeff stepped up to co-chair the $20 million capital campaign to build the new Collins and Katz Family YMCA. Jeff's expertise in real estate was irreplaceable during this process as he tirelessly participated in multiple task forces that identified locations, negotiated contracts, and ensured the project's successful opening in 2017. As board chair from 2018 to 2022, Jeff guided the Collins and Katz Family YMCA through the COVID-19 pandemic and during periods of civil unrest across Los Angeles. His steady optimism, thoughtful leadership, and true partnership with the executive director were invaluable. Under Jeff's guidance, the board engaged in meaningful discussions about diversity, equity, and inclusion, leading to ongoing initiatives that continue to shape the YMCA today. Jeff remains an active Board of Governors Steering Committee member and serves on the Property and Facilities Committee for the YMCA of Metropolitan Los Angeles. In addition, he and his wife, Susie, are esteemed members of the George Williams Society and President's Club. Susie currently volunteers at the Palisades YMCA's food distribution program, while their sons Chase, Drew, and Griffin carry on the family legacy of volunteering as camp counselors at Camp Whittle. In profound gratitude for his unwavering service to the YMCA of Metropolitan Los Angeles, the name of Jeff Payan is now and forever inscribed in the Golden Book of Distinguished Service. Worth the flight, Griffin. Robert Carlson, 2018 Golden Book honoree from the North Valley YMCA. Please bring forward John Cinema. I gotta get used to this. The Young Men's Christian Association of Metropolitan Los Angeles extends its sincere appreciation for the remarkable dedication and unwavering service of John Cinema. John Cinema embodies the essence of dedication and selflessness, transforming the lives of those around him. In 2009, John and his family became members of the North Valley Family YMCA, enthusiastically participating in aquatic, youth, and family programs. Driven by a deep passion for the YMCA's mission, John joined the Board of Managers in 2011, embarking on an inspiring odyssey of leadership and service that would leave a lasting impact on the community. John's steadfast commitment to the annual support campaigns, beginning in 2011, quickly gained recognition. In addition, his innate leadership abilities led to his appointment to the Executive Committee in 2012. Soon after, he was nominated as board chair in 2013, a role he fulfilled with distinction for 3 years. Under his guidance, the Warm Water Pool Capital Campaign blossomed, and the new pool and spa opened and welcomed members, board, and staff on June 19, 2015. John's devotion expanded beyond the ordinary, embracing the Y Guides and Princess program, where he took on the mantle of Assistant Nation Chief and GASU Nation Chief. His participation in a wide range of committees, encompassing board development and nominations, capital campaign, annual support campaign steering committee, chairman's roundtable fundraising committee, executive committee, president's club, and the Y Guides and Princesses program committee served as a testament to his unwavering support and commitment to the YMCA and its community. In recognition of his outstanding contributions, John was honored as the YMCA's Volunteer of the Year in 2012 and awarded the prestigious YMCA Lifetime Achievement Award in 2019, the highest volunteer accolade bestowed by the North Valley Family YMCA at Porter Ranch. John continued to serve on the YMCA Board of Governors Committee starting in 2017. When the North Valley Family YMCA faced challenging times in 2020, John again rose to the occasion as chair of the Board of Managers, serving 2 more years. His leadership proved crucial in guiding the branch through the pandemic and spearheading the search for a new executive director. John, his wife Laura, and their daughters are devoted YMCA volunteers, wholeheartedly supporting events such as Thanksgiving Baskets, Healthy Kids Day, and Harvest Festival. In addition, the whole family helped create the YMCA's annual Back to School Backpack Giveaway. The North Valley Family YMCA sincerely thanks John Cinema for his valuable time, talent, and treasure contributions. His unwavering passion for the Y's mission and leadership and dedication serve as an inspiring example to his family and the entire community. Therefore, in tribute to John Cinema's exceptional volunteer service, his name shall be ever enshrined in the Golden Book of Distinguished Service. In sincere appreciation of their selfless service to the youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility, the YMCA of Metropolitan Los Angeles does hereby induct John Murillo, Jeff Pion, and John Cinema into the Golden Book of Distinguished Service. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give our heartfelt congratulations and gratitude to these distinguished leaders for their tremendous work.
So this is getting us to the end of our celebration. So I'd like to invite the Golden Bookers to actually be seated if you would like. You've been standing the whole time. a group photo. Excellent. Congratulations again, John and Jeff. No, you can sit right there if you like. So, this brings us to the end of our celebration. First off, I want to thank again Luis, Maria, Denise, Christopher, and Anthony for leading us tonight in the Pledge of Allegiance. I want to say a special thank you to my man Nicholas for that incredibly inspiring message. You will represent us well, thank you, at the Nationals. Also want to thank, once again, Wendy Gruhl for accepting the responsibility of being our board chair. I look forward to serving under your leadership. Thank you, Wendy. It's going to be great. Christina, Victor, John, and Todd for the Golden Book presentation. Thank you for your commitment to the Y and for leading us tonight. And then finally, one more time, please, for John Murillo, John Cinema, and Jeff Payan. Congratulations. So, as we've said so many times tonight, thank you to all our volunteers, donors, supporters. Thank you to the staff and leadership of the LAY. You guys are the ones making a lasting impact every single day. We know you didn't come to the Y to get rich financially. You came to the Y to get rich in community, and you're doing that every single day. Thank you. And lastly, coming back to our friend here, Endeavor, I want to wish each and every one of you a safe journey home. May you not have a million streets of ways, as Todd did getting here. And thank you for being part of our 141st annual celebration. Have a good evening. We are adjourned.